To Doc Holley Talks and the conversation about growth mode. So that is the third stage of, or the third phase of functioning that you might find yourself in during all this crazy coronavirus stuff. I already talked a little bit about survival mode and stability mode. And so now let's talk about growth, which is just one of the phases you could find yourself in. Keeping in mind that all of them are legitimate. Every place that you might find yourself in is completely legitimate during this time. And anybody could be in any of these phases. You may be thinking of yourself as usually a pretty high functioning person who's pretty happy in life, and all of a sudden coronavirus hits and you're like, why am I so depressed? Why can I not get out of bed? I'm in survival mode and I never expected this of myself, which is why I really encourage you guys to have that compassion, that patience with yourself. But you may also have been struggling. You may even consider yourself someone who tends to struggle, and yet maybe the coronavirus situation and shelter in place and everything slowing down, expectations of us being a lot less may actually cause you to start feeling better about yourself, better about your life, and maybe giving you some bandwidth, some opportunity to do a little bit more, to think a little bit more, to maybe work on yourself a little bit more. And so let's talk about how you might know you might be in that phase. I would say that the very first thing you will notice is kind of an itch inside. It's an emotional itch. It's like a sense of restlessness, of dissatisfaction, not in a I'm depressed kind of a way, but more like a I'm craving something kind of a way. Not like I'm craving chocolate, which that's legit, but I'm craving something more. I'm craving a sense of satisfaction. I'm craving learning. I'm craving connection. I'm craving healing. I'm craving growth. So the first thing you want to do if you notice that itch that you might be having is to be mindful of it, to take note, to explore with yourself, to have open-minded, non-judgmental, and then let me say this again, non-judgmental curiosity about that feeling that you're having. I recommend journaling. I recommend even just journaling on a scrap piece of paper, writing down the things that you might become aware of within yourself. So you first have that trigger, that feeling, that itch of, gosh, I want something, but I don't know what it is. So you might write out, well, what do I notice? What am I noticing in my life? What am I noticing in my feelings? What am I noticing in my body? And what do I like about what I'm noticing? And what do I not like about what I'm noticing? What am I dissatisfied with? What are the problems in my life? What are the things that I'm missing? What do I want that I don't have right now? It may be, I'm bored. I'd like to read a new book. I would like to read an autobiography. I would like to learn from another person. I would like to take up a new hobby. I've always wanted to paint and I've always been scared to, or I've always kind of just not bothered with starting. But now's an opportunity. Maybe you could become a painter. You never know. Maybe you are having some awareness of some dissatisfaction in your relationship life. Maybe you are lonely, or maybe you are in a relationship and still lonely. Anyway, maybe there are some issues in your life that you have been avoiding because you have had to avoid them, because you have been so busy, because you have felt stuck. And maybe you're less busy now, and maybe it's time to really start asking yourself, what are those feelings? What are those issues that I have been avoiding? And the reason why I really emphasize non-judgmentalness is because you are not going to be able to move forward with your personal growth if you have not really asked yourself and analyzed, what are the issues and what are my options? What are the things that I might consider doing about these issues? And if you have a tendency to be judgmental of yourself, or even judgmental of your ideas, or you fear the anticipation, or you anticipate with fear other people being judgmental of you, like, oh, I couldn't consider that option anyway because, my family won't approve. then you are never going to know what your options are, and you are never going to move forward in your life. So non-judgmentally write out, perhaps, because writing is a really great way to put your ideas on paper. It's a really great way for you to solidify and have some self-knowledge, because like I've said before, therapy is a great place to get that self-knowledge, to get reflection, to have someone see things from a perspective that's really helpful, maybe that you weren't able to see for yourself before. But without having a therapist, if you don't have one, or even if you do, and this is exercise on top of the therapy work that you're doing, you write it down, and then when you look at it again, you get a different perspective. You remember things differently, you think about it differently, and that can be really helpful. So I really strongly encourage writing these things down. So if you're writing them down with curiosity, open-mindedness, non-judgmentalness, then every single option that comes to your mind is going to make it on that piece of paper. It's like brainstorming exercises, if you've ever done that at work, like corporations like to do these. Throw every single idea up there and do not judge it. Do not say that's a bad idea, we can't do that because, or nobody will like it. No judgments. Just throw out the ideas. I want to start painting. I want to start running. I want to go vegan. I want to go keto. I want to talk to my spouse about this problem that we've been having. I would like to be honest about something that I've been lying about. I would like to tackle that degree that I've been avoiding, or that I've been thinking about but been afraid to start. I mean, there's so many ideas, there's so many possibilities out there, and you have no limits. You really have no limits other than how you limit yourself. So be non-judgmental, write out the ideas that you have for yourself, and then make a goal. Make a goal. Set an intention, be accountable to yourself, but make that goal reasonable. Make it measurable, make it reasonable, make it realistic. Like, for example, if you are someone who has just been completely sedentary in your life, and you have noticed in your body a sense of restlessness, a feeling of a desire to move, even though, we've talked about the idea of it can be very painful to get up off the couch when you haven't in a really long time. But if you want to set a goal for yourself and you're coming from totally sedentary, 3 days a week, 30 minutes each time, that is a reasonable, realistic goal. And small improvements, small growth, small increments is what you're looking for. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope that some of you are in growth mode right now, or that you would like to get there. I really think this is an important topic. And of course, it's a topic close to my heart, being a therapist, and seeing my number one goal with my clients always to be personal growth. So I imagine I will probably get a few more videos out of this type of topic. What I would really love more than anything is to hear from you guys. What kind of thoughts do you have about your own personal growth? What are the areas of dissatisfaction, the desire that you would like to, the desires that you have for the things that you'd like to work on in your life? Because we may all learn from each other. We may have some good ideas and read each other's comments and maybe interact. So that'd be really cool. So keep in mind, lightheartassociates.com. We are here. We are accepting new clients right now. Every single one of our 32 therapists is accepting new patients right now. So we would love to see you. We're doing awesome telehealth sessions, and our therapists could really stand to be busier right now, because I don't think people realize that we are still in business. We are still helping people grow. We are still helping people survive. Wherever you are, we can help you with that. Also, if you're liking these videos, then definitely subscribe. I just learned about that today. I don't know anything about Instagram, so I learned that I can say subscribe, and you guys will get notifications of my videos when they post. Anyway, I'm getting up to 9 minutes here, which I know is my max, so it was really good talking to you guys today, and I'd love to see your comments. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.